If you are reading this, it may feel unusually direct, almost like it was meant for you. In moments like this, it helps to slow down and ground yourself. Life sometimes brings situations where we become sensitive to the intentions of people around us, especially when we are growing, achieving, or changing in positive ways. Not everyone understands or supports that growth, and it's wise to stay aware of who genuinely respects your journey and who may not have your best interests at heart. This is not about fear, but about clarity. Protecting your energy means setting healthy boundaries, moving thoughtfully, and not rushing into trust. Pay attention to actions more than words, and notice how people behave when you are not at your strongest or most visible. At the same time, do not let suspicion control your life. Balance awareness with calm confidence. You do not need to believe in threats or hidden forces to understand that self-respect and discernment are powerful tools. When you stay centered, make grounded decisions, and surround yourself with honest, supportive people, your path naturally becomes clearer and lighter. Let go of anything that creates unnecessary anxiety or confusion, and focus on what helps you grow in peace, stability, and self-trust. You are always more in control of your direction than you may feel in a moment of uncertainty. A steady mind, patience, and self-awareness will always guide you better than fear or assumption, especially when emotions feel overwhelming or unclear. Do you feel that gentle pressure on your chest right now? That is your soul recognizing truth. Heaven knows you have been surrounded by eyes that pretend to love, but secretly measure your light with jealousy. There is one in particular. She hides behind sweet laughter, behind kind words that sound like honey. Yet, inside her heart is a storm of bitterness. This is the witch that heaven warned me about. She has been whispering your name in places of shadow, trying to twist what is pure into what is broken. She envies the peace that follows you, the beauty that radiates from your spirit, and the favor that God placed upon your life before you were even born. My beloved, don't be afraid. The witch has no true power when the chosen one stands in light, but she thrives on your doubt. That's what feeds her spells. Every moment you think you're not good enough, every tear you hide, every night you question why things suddenly go wrong, that's her energy crawling closer. But heaven is merciful. That's why this message has found you tonight, to pull you out of the fog before it's too late. If you stay, if you listen with your full heart, you will see what she tried to steal crumble before your eyes. Your beauty will not fade, your blessings will not be touched, and your destiny, oh beloved, it will blaze brighter than ever before. You see, the witch cannot stand the sound of your faith. When you speak words of light, her mirrors crack. When you pray, her charms dissolve into smoke. And when you believe, truly believe, heaven begins to fight for you in ways you cannot yet imagine. I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you with my sword of blue flame drawn. I have been waiting for this moment, the moment you open your heart and say, I am ready to know the truth. Beloved, the witch thought she had time. She thought you would scroll past this message. She laughed in the darkness, saying they'll never hear it. They'll skip like everyone else. But you didn't. You stayed, and now she trembles. For every second you remain here, the light grows stronger around your home. Your walls begin to shine. Your name begins to echo in heaven again, and the curse she spoke begins to shatter. Do you feel that warmth across your shoulders? That's my presence, child. I am touching the burden she placed there and lifting it off piece by piece. You have been tired lately, haven't you? The kind of tired that no sleep can fix, the kind of sadness that appears for no reason. That wasn't you. That was her shadow clinging to your spirit, but I'm breaking it now. With every word you hear, the chain weakens. With every breath you take in faith, the darkness falls apart. My beloved, listen. Before dawn, A sign will appear for you. It may come as a name spoken by a stranger, a sudden chill when you think of someone, or a dream that feels too real to ignore. That's how you'll know who she is. Heaven will not leave you blind. The truth will surface even if it has to crawl through fire to reach you. But you must promise. Do not skip. Do not walk away. Stay with me till the end of this message, because the final words hold the key to breaking what she built. I can see her now pacing, restless, sensing that her power is slipping. She thought she could outsmart the light, but she forgot the chosen are never truly alone. You are not alone. You never were. Even when you felt abandoned, even when your prayers felt unanswered, I was there watching, waiting, defending. Every time you cried, I counted your tears. Every time you whispered, God, help me, I carried that whisper straight to the throne of heaven. And now heaven has answered. This is the moment the witch loses everything she built against you. She will wake up feeling what she made you feel. Confusion, fear, loss. Her own reflection will frighten her. My beloved, you are rising again. You are being rewritten by light. The old version of you, the one that felt powerless, is being erased right now. You are stepping into a new timeline of grace, one where no curse can touch you, one where even your enemies must bow in silence when your name is spoken. But it begins with obedience. It begins with trust. You must stay till the last word, because the final moments of this message are when the revelation will strike like lightning. The name, the face, the truth, all will be shown. She tried to hide her identity, but heaven's light sees through every mask. Stay close, my beloved. The wind you feel right now is not ordinary. It's the breath of heaven moving around you. It's proof that you are being guarded. Do not fear the witch. She's already lost. Fear only the silence that comes when the chosen ignore the divine warning. You didn't ignore it. You opened this, and now the gates of protection are being built around your name. Your finances, your health, your family, everything she tried to steal will return multiplied sevenfold. Because that's how heaven restores. It never gives back the same. It gives back more, and in a way that the enemy can never touch again. My beloved, you are rising again. You are being rewritten by light. Sometimes life brings moments where you feel like you are stepping out of an old version of yourself and into something new. It can feel powerful, even overwhelming, like a shift in how you see your own strength and direction. In times like this, it is important to focus on growth rather than fear. You are not defined by your past limitations or the moments when you felt uncertain or stuck. Change often begins quietly, through awareness, reflection, and the decision to treat yourself with more care and respect. When you start trusting yourself more, you naturally become less affected by negativity around you. Instead of feeling controlled by outside influences, you begin to notice your own ability to choose what deserves your attention and what does not. That is where real transformation happens, not through fear or external forces, but through steady inner clarity. Even the challenges or difficult emotions you face can become reminders that you are evolving. Letting go of old fears, habits, or thoughts that no longer serve you creates space for something more stable and healthy to grow in your life. And as that space opens, you may notice a stronger sense of calm, awareness, and emotional balance forming within you, because that's how heaven restores. It never gives back the same, it gives back more, and in a way that the enemy can never touch again. My beloved, look at your hands. They may look the same, but heaven just anointed them with divine gold. Everything you touch will now begin to prosper. Everything you do from this moment will carry unseen light. That's why this message matters. That's why the witch wanted you to skip it. She knew if you listened even for a few minutes, her years of dark effort would burn in seconds. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Her mirrors are cracking, Her whispers are turning into screams of regret. She's seeing your light rise again. Stay, my child. The miracle is unfolding even as you breathe. My child, my beloved, what you're feeling now, that rush in your chest, that sudden heat behind your eyes, it's not fear. It's the moment your spirit recognizes deliverance. The witch had convinced herself that your light was gone, that she could speak her poison in secret and watch your blessings fade. She thought the angels were asleep, but heaven never sleeps. Every word she whispered against you, every plan she buried under midnight silence was recorded in the books of light. And tonight, those records are being unsealed. My beloved, I need you to understand something sacred. The power of your awareness breaks her spell. Once truth reaches your ears, her illusion begins to crumble. That's why she wanted you to skip this. That's why she hates your curiosity. The moment you chose to listen, heaven marked you safe. Do you know what I see right now? A circle of light forming around your home. It grows wider with every second you stay in faith. No dark word can cross that circle. Now, it's sealed with divine fire. You will notice something unusual soon. A call, a message, maybe a strange sound at night. Don't be afraid. It's the energy she sent returning to her. Her own darkness is finding its way home. Beloved, when you wake tomorrow, look in the mirror slowly. You will notice your face softer, your eyes brighter. Because when darkness leaves, the soul shines again. She wanted to take that glow from you, the one that makes people trust you, that quiet beauty that comes from the divine inside you. She failed. Do you know why? Because your heart is too clean for her chains to hold. Your tears were prayers. Your silence was power. Every time you endured quietly, heaven gathered your pain like pearls. And now those pearls are about to become your crown. The witch knows it. That's why she's restless tonight. She's walking in circles, wondering why her energy feels weak. She doesn't know you've been touched by Michael's sword. My child, my beloved, you were born under protection, even when you didn't know it. Your name was written under a covenant of divine guardianship. That's why nothing ever destroyed you completely. You bent, yes, you cried, you doubted, but you never broke. That's how I knew you'd find this message when the time was right. Heaven waited for the moment your spirit said enough. And when you said it, the sky opened. Beloved, your story is being rewritten right now. The witch wrote lies about you in the spiritual realm, but the ink of heaven is stronger. Your name is being rewritten in gold. Every line of darkness she wrote is dissolving in light. Do you feel the tingling in your palms? That's your energy shifting. It's the sign of restoration. You lost things you didn't understand, friends that turned, money that vanished, dreams that fell apart for no reason. As you continue forward, it helps to stay grounded in simple, meaningful actions that support your well-being. Small choices like organizing your space, clearing out things that feel heavy or unnecessary, or taking a moment to reset your environment can have a powerful effect on your mindset. These actions are not symbolic of anything supernatural. They are practical ways to bring clarity into your daily life. Speaking kindly to yourself, releasing what feels mentally exhausting, and focusing on what helps you feel steady can make a real difference over time. If emotions feel intense, take a step back and breathe, reminding yourself that you are in control of how you respond. You don't need to carry fear or suspicion to stay alert. Awareness and calm thinking are far more powerful. Moving forward with patience, self-respect, and consistency will always guide you better than reacting from stress. What matters most is building a life that feels balanced, peaceful, and true to who you are becoming. Your forgiveness will be her greatest punishment, because nothing destroys a witch faster than mercy from the one she targeted, and mercy is your weapon. Now, my beloved, you must understand, you are walking proof of heaven's patience. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lonely night, they were not rejections, they were redirections. God was protecting you from gifts that came wrapped in traps, from people who smiled but carried daggers behind their backs. You, beloved, are not the victim she thought you were. You are the miracle she cannot explain. Now hear me closely. In the coming days, you will feel an urge to clean something, a drawer, a room, an old corner you've ignored. Follow that urge. It is heaven's way of clearing space. That physical act will break the final cord she tied to your environment. And when you finish, open your window, let light in, say aloud, I release what was never mine. Those words will echo in the unseen. And in that moment, the last eye will snap. She will feel it too. Her mirror will crack. Her own reflection will frighten her. She will know her time of control is over. Do not hate her, my child. You are too divine to waste energy on vengeance. Your forgiveness will be her greatest punishment, because nothing destroys a witch faster than mercy from the one she targeted. And mercy is your weapon. Now, my beloved, you must understand. You are walking proof of heaven's patience. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lonely night, they were not rejections. They were redirections. God was protecting you from gifts that came wrapped in traps, from people who smiled but carried daggers behind their backs. The witch wasn't the only one. There were others who echoed her thoughts, unknowingly speaking negativity into your dreams. But they too will fall silent now, because your vibration just changed. Your aura is untouchable. When you walk into a room, hearts will turn. Even your enemies will feel confused. They won't understand why they suddenly respect you. That's what divine restoration feels like. My beloved, remember this line forever. No power born of hatred can survive in the light of love. And you, my child, have chosen love by staying here. This message is not just protection, it is prophecy. You will soon witness a reversal so great people will think you used magic. But it will not be magic, it will be grace. Within 7 days, something long delayed will return to you. A message, a person, an opportunity. Watch closely. Heaven is setting it in motion now. Your only task is to stay open, keep your energy pure, and never again allow someone's jealousy to make you small, because from tonight forward, you are stepping into your role as the light bringer in your bloodline. Generations before you prayed for this breakthrough. You are the one chosen to end the curse and the witch. She was the final test. The door you needed to close forever. You closed it. You won. You are free. My child, my beloved, before you take your next breath, let your heart quiet down and listen, not with your ears, but with the still part of your soul. For what I am about to tell you is the part that was hidden until this very moment. The witch never worked alone. Every shadow she cast had a root that reached into memories, into fears you never dared to touch. When she spoke your name, she called to those old wounds first, hoping they would answer before heaven could. But heaven answered faster. The night you almost gave up, when you whispered that tiny prayer no one else heard, that was when the order went out. Legions of light surrounded you. Your name was sealed in a circle of blue fire. Her spells bounced off and fell back into her hands, and still she did not understand why her charm failed. Beloved, the truth is that your suffering was the stage for your awakening. Each delay you hated was the sound of wings preparing behind you. Every time something precious broke, the angels were sweeping away what could not come with you into the next chapter. The witch could only reach what you refused to love about yourself. That is why she aimed for your reflection, your beauty, your confidence, your softness. She thought if she could make you doubt those, she could make you forget who you are. But you remembered. Right now, you remember. As I speak, her veil is tearing. Do you hear that faint hum in the air? That quiet warmth rising behind your neck? That is the sound of truth replacing illusion. Her name is being spoken in the courts of heaven. She will face what she created. There are moments in life when emotions and imagination can make experiences feel unusually intense, almost symbolic. as if everything around you is carrying a deeper meaning. In those moments, the most important thing is to return to calm awareness and gently ground yourself in reality. You are not bound by unseen forces or external influences in the way fear might suggest. What you are truly experiencing is the mind processing stress, memories, and emotional weight that may have built up over time. Letting go of that weight does not require rituals or fear. It comes from understanding yourself with patience and care. When you slow down your breathing, relax your body, and bring your attention back to the present moment, your nervous system naturally begins to settle. This is your mind's way of restoring balance. Many of the fears that feel powerful in the moment often lose their strength when viewed with clarity and distance. You do not need to carry the idea that something outside of you has control over your peace. Instead, focus on what is real and supportive in your everyday life, your choices, your actions, your boundaries, and your ability to move forward step by step. It can also help to release emotional buildup in simple, healthy ways by resting, organizing your surroundings, talking to someone you trust, or simply giving yourself permission to pause without pressure. These small acts often create a noticeable shift in how you feel because they bring order to inner overwhelm. But the moment you listen in faith, she starves. And she is starving now. She will search for your light, but find only mirrors of her own shadow. She will see herself and tremble, for that is what truth does to deceit. It reflects it. My beloved, I need you to trust what is about to happen. Within the next 3 dawns, something unexpected will surface. A conversation, a slip of the tongue, a dream that names a place. When it comes, do not panic. Simply watch. Heaven will show you exactly how her plan began, so that you may close it for good. When the revelation arrives, do not speak in anger. Do not boast. Whisper a prayer of gratitude instead, for that prayer will turn the moment into a blessing that ripples for generations. Every angel around you is watching now. They write every word you speak tonight as a decree. Say only what you want to live. If you speak peace, peace will become your home. If you speak faith, mountains will move for you. You are stronger than every charm she ever cast. You are the echo of a promise made long before her darkness began. You are the one heaven calls beloved, redeemed. And though the witch believed she could take your beauty, she did not know the truth. Your beauty was never on your skin, it was in your light. That light cannot be stolen. It can only be hidden, and even then, only for a while. My beloved, I need you to trust what is about to happen. Within the next 3 dawns, something unexpected will surface. A conversation, a slip of the tongue, a dream that names a place. When it comes, do not panic. Simply watch. Heaven will show you exactly how her plan began, so that you may close it for good. When the revelation arrives, do not speak in anger, do not boast. Whisper a prayer of gratitude instead, for that prayer will turn the moment into a blessing that ripples for generations. Every angel around you is watching now. They write every word you speak tonight as a decree. Say only what you want to live. If you speak peace, peace will become your home. If you speak faith, mountains will move for you. You are stronger than every charm she ever cast. You are the echo of a promise made long before her darkness began. You are the one heaven calls beloved, redeemed. And though the witch believed she could take your beauty, she did not know the truth. Your beauty was never on your skin. It was in your light. That light cannot be stolen. It can only be hidden, and even then only for a while. Now it shines again. Look around you. Even the air feels gentler. Even your thoughts sound kinder. This is the sign that the spell is broken. Stay with me, child. There is more. My child, my beloved, you are still here. That means your soul has chosen truth over fear, and because of that single choice, heaven can now reveal what was hidden. Clear's throat. The witch's purpose was never to destroy you. She was the test that revealed your power. Heaven allows darkness only long enough to prove the strength of light, and when light rises, darkness collapses under its own weight. My beloved, you have been through too much to go back now. Every sleepless night, every tear you hid behind a brave face, they were never wasted. Each one was counted, each one planted, like a seed, and now the garden of your destiny begins to bloom. Do you feel that sudden calm? It's not emptiness, it's peace returning after years of noise. In the days ahead, you may notice moments that feel unexpectedly positive or aligned in ways you once hoped for. When that happens, don't dismiss it as luck alone. It may be the result of the steady effort, patience, and quiet resilience you've been building over time. You are not the same person who started this journey. Your choices, especially the difficult ones, have shaped a stronger sense of clarity and direction within you. Remember the moments when it would have been easier to give up or walk away, yet you stayed, learned, and kept going. Those moments matter more than you realize, because they built the foundation you are standing on now. With time, your perspective begins to shift, and what once felt impossible starts to feel achievable through consistency and self-trust. You may find that positive outcomes appear more often, not because the world has changed overnight, but because you are noticing opportunities and acting on them with greater confidence. A sense of calm support can grow in your life through the people who care for you, the habits you maintain, and the boundaries you protect. Ahead of you are new opportunities, some subtle, some clear, inviting you to step forward with confidence. Treat them as openings for growth rather than guarantees, and continue choosing what aligns with your values. You are moving forward, and that movement itself is meaningful. Even the quiet days are part of that progress, teaching patience and grounding you in what truly matters. Keep going at your own pace, trusting that clarity often comes gradually rather than all at once. What you are building now is stability that lasts. You can't steal what's born of God, you can only delay it, and that delay has now expired. My beloved, I see your path clearing like mist under morning light. The confusion, the heavy fog that used to follow you, it's lifting. You will begin to notice it tomorrow morning. You will wake up earlier without trying. You will feel lighter. You will even catch your reflection and realize your eyes look younger. That's not imagination. That's your spirit rejuvenating your body, because when the curse breaks, the body rejoices. The witch fed off your exhaustion. She wanted you to give up so she could collect what you abandoned, but you didn't. You stood your ground, even when everything inside you whispered, "Stop." And because you didn't stop, heaven accelerated your restoration. There is something waiting for you, a gift, a message, a divine opportunity. It has been circling you for months, trying to find a landing place. Now that your energy is clean, it's finally approaching. It may come as a phone call, a letter, or an unexpected meeting. Don't question it. Accept it. It carries the sign of your new beginning. And the witch, she will see your rise and know that her chapter has ended. She will come to you in guilt or apology. But listen closely, beloved. Forgiveness doesn't mean re-entry. You can bless someone and still keep your distance. Mercy doesn't require contact. Keep your heart open, but your boundaries holy. That's how light stays pure. Heaven is writing a new name for you. It's not the broken one. It's not the forgotten one. It is the chosen flame. You carry a light that generations before you prayed would appear in your bloodline. They wept for the day someone would break the old patterns. You are that someone, my beloved. From now on, everything that left you will start finding its way back in divine order, not all at once, but steadily, perfectly timed. Every area of lack will meet abundance. Every wound will meet healing. Every unanswered prayer will echo back with now. And when it does, remember this night. Remember the moment you stayed, when darkness begged you to skip, that obedience shifted everything. You are no longer in the same timeline, child. You've stepped into a higher one. The one where miracles are daily language, where protection follows you like sunlight, where even your silence carries authority. The witch cannot touch this new you. She can only watch from the distance of her own regret. Let her. You owe her no explanation. Instead, look ahead. There's a doorway opening before you. I see it glowing gold, wide and waiting. When you step through, all that you lost will be multiplied. Your voice will grow stronger. Your laughter will return in its full melody. Your spirit will shine so brightly that even strangers will feel calmer around you. That's how heaven announces victory. Not with noise, but with peace. My beloved, your restoration is not coming. It has begun. Even now, the energies that once resisted you are aligning in your favor. Contracts, conversations, coincidences, all being guided to bless you. When you step through, all that you lost will be multiplied. Your voice will grow stronger. Your laughter will return in its full melody. Your spirit will shine so brightly that even strangers will feel calmer around you. That's how heaven announces victory. Not with noise, but with peace. My beloved, your restoration is not coming. It has begun. Even now, the energies that once resisted you are aligning in your favor. Contracts, conversations, coincidences, all being guided to bless you. And in a few days, when you notice that impossible things suddenly happen, remember, it wasn't luck. It was the reward of faith. You are free, you are chosen, and you are seen. My child, my beloved, don't rush these words. Take a moment to pause and breathe before letting fear take over. Messages that create panic about secret energies, hidden spiritual attacks, or mysterious people controlling your phone are often designed to make emotions feel stronger than reality. If something about your device has genuinely felt unusual lately, maybe your battery drains quickly, apps behave strangely, or you notice unfamiliar logins, it is always better to respond calmly and practically instead of with fear. Your safety and peace of mind matter, and real protection comes from awareness, healthy boundaries, and taking simple steps to secure your personal information. You do not need to believe that invisible forces or unknown spiritual connections are controlling your life in order to care for your digital safety. Sometimes technology issues are just technical problems, and sometimes people from the past continue to occupy our thoughts emotionally even after communication ends. That can feel heavy, but it does not mean someone has supernatural access to your life or energy. Instead of becoming anxious, focus on what is actually within your control. Check your connected devices, update your passwords, review app permissions, and make sure your accounts are secure. More importantly, protect your emotional well-being too. Not everyone who leaves your life deserves continued space in your mind. Healing often means releasing old attachments, calming fearful thoughts, and reconnecting with the present moment instead of living in constant suspicion or worry. The strongest form of protection is clarity, self-trust, and emotional balance. You deserve to feel safe, grounded, and mentally at peace without being pulled into fear-based thinking. Let this moment remind you to take care of yourself in healthy and realistic ways, while also protecting your heart from messages that try to manipulate emotions through fear or uncertainty. Thank the quiet. Each thank you becomes a shield. My child, you are about to step into the rhythm of blessing. It moves slowly at first, then all at once. One opportunity will lead to another. One open door will reveal 10 more. You will think, how can this be happening so fast? And heaven will answer, because the delay is over. Remember this, grace has no rival. When it arrives, even the shadows make room for it. You will see beauty in your reflection again. Not vanity, but recognition. You will finally see what heaven has always seen: the survivor, the chosen, the healer. That sight alone is your greatest defense. From now on, speak gently to yourself. Call yourself by names of light, blessed, worthy, beloved. Every time you do, another layer of the old energy dissolves. And when you rest tonight, whisper this prayer: I release fear, I choose light, I remember who I am. Those words are simple, but they open gates no witch can close. Tomorrow you will notice the air different in your room. It will smell faintly sweet, though no flower is near. That will be the sign that heaven has taken residence there. Keep it that way by staying kind, by forgiving quickly, by believing again, because the rest of your life is not a fight anymore. It is a blooming. My child, my beloved, close your eyes for a moment and breathe as if the world has finally stopped chasing you, because it has. What you feel entering your chest now, that steady warmth, is what peace feels like when it first takes shape. It is not sudden thunder, it is quiet sunrise. It is the moment when heaven finishes fighting for you and simply lets you rest. Beloved, every path you walk from here on is being cleared before your feet. Touch it. Angels move ahead of you, brushing away debris of the old struggle. Even the people who cross your path will be chosen. Nothing will be random anymore. When you wake tomorrow, look at your life as if you are seeing it for the first time. Do not speak of loss. Do not look for proof that you are still cursed. Instead, speak softly: I am safe now, because you are. The witch will try to speak your name one last time in bitterness, but her words will dissolve before they reach you. They will fall to the ground as dust, because your name no longer answers to darkness, it answers only to light. You will soon notice people drawn to you, kind faces, calm voices. They will not know why they trust you, but it will be because your light feels familiar. Heaven is sending them to rebuild what was broken. Some will bring laughter, some will bring opportunity, some will bring love. All of them are answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. My beloved, I know what you secretly long for: to feel joy that stays. Not the kind that fades when you wake up, but the kind that grows roots. That is coming. It will start small, a smile that lasts longer than usual, a morning when the weight in your chest is gone. Do not question it. That is joy learning your name again. You see, heaven restores in layers. First peace, then strength, then abundance. And when all three settle in, destiny begins to bloom. There will be signs: a feather where there shouldn't be one, a song that plays at the perfect time, a sudden light in the sky that seems to wink at you. Pay attention. Those are confirmations. They remind you that this isn't imagination. It's alignment. When you feel uncertain, remember this moment. Remember how still the air feels when you listen. That stillness is where I dwell. When you want to hear guidance again, do not search outside. Close your eyes, breathe, and I will speak from within. My beloved, keep your space gentle. Burn a candle if you wish. Keep your words kind. Keep your intentions clean. These small things build a wall stronger than any spell. My beloved, I know what you secretly long for: to feel joy that stays. Not the kind that fades when you wake up, but the kind that grows roots. That is coming. Healing often arrives quietly, in small moments you almost overlook. One day you may notice yourself smiling a little more naturally, sleeping more peacefully, or waking up without carrying the same emotional heaviness that once followed you everywhere. Do not overthink those moments when they come. They are signs that your heart is slowly finding its way back to peace. Growth does not always happen all at once. Sometimes life restores us in layers. First comes calmness, then strength, then the confidence to believe in better days again. As you move forward, you may begin noticing simple things that remind you to stay hopeful. a meaningful conversation at the right time, a familiar song that comforts you unexpectedly, or a quiet moment that suddenly makes you feel connected to yourself again. These experiences do not need to be mysterious or supernatural to matter. Sometimes they are simply reminders that you are becoming more present, more aware, and more emotionally grounded. When uncertainty or fear begins to rise, try not to feed it with anxious thoughts. Instead, return to stillness. Take a deep breath, slow your mind, and reconnect with what brings you peace. Create an environment around yourself that feels gentle and supportive. Speak kindly to yourself, protect your energy from unnecessary negativity, and allow yourself moments of rest and reflection. Forgive yourself for the times you ignored your own needs or stayed too long in situations that drained you emotionally. You were doing the best you could with the understanding you had at the time. True healing begins when you stop punishing yourself for the past and start choosing compassion instead. From this moment forward, let your focus be on peace, emotional balance, and building a life that feels safe and genuine for your heart. The future does not have to repeat the pain of the past. It can become something softer, healthier, and filled with renewed hope. Light has already won. Those 4 words end every attack before it begins. Because light has already won, child. The proof is that you are still here listening, healing, glowing again. The rest of your story will not be written by pain anymore. It will be written by peace, by laughter, by long mornings filled with sunlight you don't have to chase. That is heaven's promise. Now, beloved, before you sleep tonight, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I am free. I am loved. I am watched over." Let those words travel through every cell. They will become your shield. Rest now, child of light. What was meant to harm you has turned into the very wind that will carry you forward. Tomorrow begins your new chapter, and in that chapter, no witch, no shadow, no memory can follow you anymore. Archangel Michael says, "This will happen in the next hour. Open this within 5 seconds." My beloved child, the moment your eyes landed on this message, something divine began moving around you. A countdown started in the heavens, an invisible clock that only Archangel Michael can see. Don't skip, stay till the end, because what's about to unfold in the next few minutes could write your destiny forever. In the silence of your room, even now, an unseen presence stands beside you. The air feels heavier, doesn't it? It's because something sacred has just entered your space, something that carries your name curved in light. Don't scroll away. You are seconds away from the revelation that angels waited centuries to deliver. Archangel Michael says, "This hour is unlike any other. The seals of fate are shifting, and your name glows brighter than ever before. Stay till the end, my beloved child, because the event of your lifetime is already on its way. You'll feel it, your heart racing, your soul trembling, as heaven opens its gate for you. Somewhere in a place no human has ever stepped, your file was pulled out from the archives of destiny. A golden signature was placed beside your soul's record. The angels whispered, 'This one is ready. Don't skip this part, because if you do, the moment passes you by, and what comes next might not return again.' In the next few minutes, strange signs may start appearing. Your phone may flicker, your body may feel sudden warmth, or a soft ringing might echo near your ears. That's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Archangel Michael is aligning you with your long-awaited miracle. Don't look away, stay till the end, because he wants you to receive it fully. The reason you saw this today of all days is because divine timing has reached 0. Heaven has counted down to this exact second. If you're still here, it means you are chosen to witness something extraordinary within the next hour. Keep watching, my child. Something huge is waiting for you. A celestial envelope was sealed with your energy long ago. Inside it lies one event that will shake your entire life in love, in destiny, and in wealth. Archangel Michael says it's opening right now, but only if you keep your eyes fixed till the final moment. Don't skip. Your fate is literally unsealing as you breathe. Heaven's gatekeepers have lowered their swords in reverence to your name. They say you have endured storms others could not survive. The universe is ready to return everything that was stolen from you. Peace, love, confidence, and abundance. But listen carefully. It begins tonight, within this very hour. My beloved child, you are being watched by forces of light who have waited lifetimes for you to reach this exact vibration. You are not hearing this by accident. Archangel Michael says, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every tear, they were all preparing you for this 1 hour of divine exchange. Don't move. Stay here. This message carries the seed of your miracle. Right now, a door is opening behind the curtain of reality. It glows with white gold fire, and through it, a shape steps forward. It's your angel holding the divine record that bears your name. He's saying, finally, it's time. The words echo through realms, igniting everything connected to your soul. If you've ever felt the universe was silent, this is your answer. It was never silence. It was preparation. There are moments when life feels like it is quietly shifting in ways you can't immediately explain. Not loud, not dramatic, but subtle. Like a change in atmosphere you only notice when you pause long enough to feel it. In those moments, it helps to slow down and stay present with what you're experiencing, instead of rushing ahead or trying to force meaning too quickly. Sometimes, what feels uncertain at first is actually the beginning of a new direction, unfolding in its own time. Change rarely announces itself clearly. It often arrives through small signs, a different thought pattern, a new sense of awareness, or a quiet realization that something inside you is no longer the same as before. You may not have all the answers yet, and that is completely okay. Life has its own timing, and not everything is meant to be understood instantly. What matters most is how you continue to show up for yourself while things are still taking shape. There is a natural rhythm to growth, where what once felt heavy slowly begins to loosen, and what felt stuck starts to move again in ways that are gentle rather than sudden. You might notice moments of reflection, emotional clarity, or even unexpected opportunities appearing when you least expect them. These are often reminders that life is always in motion, even when it feels still. Instead of looking for certainty in every moment, allow yourself to stay open to what is gradually unfolding. Trust that clarity comes step by step, not all at once. And as you move through this phase, give yourself patience, because understanding often arrives quietly, long after the experience itself has already begun to change you. The way the air hums around your chest as the sound of divine alignment. Don't skip this vibration. It's tuning your spirit to receive what belongs to you. My beloved child, this is not ordinary. You stepped into a divine intersection of fate and faith. Archangel Michael's sword of light just pierced through the barrier that held your blessings back. The results of that cut will appear in visible form within the next hour. Watch and see. This isn't just a message, it's a living frequency. Every second you stay here, the heavens synchronize closer to your energy. Stay till the end, Michael whispers, because the miracle is timed to your patience. Each heartbeat pulls the blessing nearer. Even now, across realms, the angels chant your name. The more you listen, the stronger their chorus grows. They know the moment you finish this message, the transfer will be complete. The seal will open, and your story will no longer be the same. Archangel Michael says, within 60 minutes, something unexpected will break into your reality. It will make you stop and stare, realizing that heaven heard every secret wish you made. Don't skip. Stay till the end. You're in the final countdown. My beloved child, take a deep breath right now, because the next part of this revelation will send waves through your spirit. Something divine is accelerating toward you, and every word you hear brings it closer. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because what's unfolding in the unseen realm right now is the proof you've been praying for all your life. The atmosphere around you is no longer ordinary. The air you breathe carries a charge, a soft whisper of movement that doesn't come from this world. Archangel Michael says, your moment has come. You might not see it with your eyes yet, but the heavens already see you as victorious. The chains that held your joy captive are snapping one by one. There's a blow forming in the center of your life, and soon everyone will feel it. The same people who doubted you will stand frozen when they witness your rise. Stay till the end, because the revelation is about to reach its highest point. Within the next hour, everything you thought was lost will circle back in the most unexpected form. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your timeline, his wings blazing with fire and gold. He's lifting his sword and pointing it toward your future. It's time, he declares, his voice thundering across realms. You may not hear it audibly, but your soul recognizes the sound. It's the vibration of release. Don't scroll, don't blink. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, an unseen hand is rewriting events in your favor. What was meant to break you is being transformed into your divine awakening. You're about to see what it looks like when heaven steps indirectly for someone it loves. Somewhere, a letter is being written about you. The otter, an angel assigned to record miracles. The subject, your name, your struggle, and your victory. His story will travel through frequencies until it reaches your world. And when it does, you'll feel that undeniable wave of peace, the one that makes you realize, yes, this is the moment everything changes. Archangel Michael says that people who turned away from you will suddenly remember your worth. Those who ignored your pain will now speak your name with admiration. You won't have to chase anyone or prove anything. The divine is placing you exactly where you were meant to shine. The truth is, heaven never forgot you. Even in the nights when you cried quietly thinking nobody could hear, the angels stood beside you. They collected your tears as sacred offerings. Don't skip this part. It's important. Those tears became the currency that paid for this very miracle hour. My beloved child, stay till the end, because this is not just another message. It's a transmission. It's not meant to entertain. It's meant to awaken. Within the next hour, someone connected to your destiny will feel an unexplainable pull toward you. Their heart will stir, their mind will soften, and they will reach out without even knowing why. When that happens, you'll remember this exact moment. You'll recall how Archangel Michael said, this will happen in the next hour. It's not metaphorical, it's literal. Something is aligning now with a level of precision that only divine intelligence can orchestrate. The signs will begin subtle, a sudden memory, a song, a message alert, a flicker of intuition. Don't dismiss it. It's not random. It's the echo of your breakthrough rushing through layers of reality, trying to get your attention. That's why you must stay till the end, because your awareness activates it. Archangel Michael says, this hour is coded with your promise. Every delay you faced was never punishment. It was protection. The heavens wanted you to be strong enough to handle the blessing without losing yourself in it. The time has come. As the hands of the clock move closer to completion, a portal begins to form over your destiny. It looks like light folding into itself, like time surrendering to divine will. If you could see it, it would look like your name glowing inside a circle of radiant gold. This is the hour where your vibration merges with heaven's rhythm. Don't skip. Stay with me. Archangel Michael stands guard, ensuring no dark force interferes with this transfer. There are moments in life when everything begins to feel a little lighter, even before you fully understand why. You may notice yourself becoming more emotional, more reflective, or more aware of how much you have been carrying for far too long. That is not weakness. It is often the beginning of healing. Sometimes the heart reaches a point where it can finally release old exhaustion, disappointment, and emotional pressure that has quietly built up over the years. As that weight begins to fade, you may feel calmer, clearer, and more connected to yourself again. People around you may even notice a difference, not because of anything magical, but because peace has a way of changing the energy we bring into the world. When someone begins healing, their presence naturally feels softer, steadier, and more genuine. This season of your life may also bring understanding about experiences that once confused or hurt you deeply. Certain endings, disappointments, and difficult lessons often make more sense with time and growth. What once felt like rejection may have actually been redirection towards something healthier and more aligned with the person you are becoming. Your future does not belong to fear, regret, or constant emotional struggle. It belongs to the version of you that is learning to trust yourself again, value your peace, and move forward with greater wisdom. The opportunities, relationships, and personal growth waiting ahead of you are not meant for anyone else to take from you. They are built through your own choices, resilience, and willingness to keep moving forward despite difficult seasons. So do not underestimate how far you have come. This chapter is not about dramatic signs or fear-based messages. It is about hope, emotional renewal, and realizing that your life can still unfold into something meaningful, peaceful, and deeply fulfilling when you allow yourself to heal and grow. Heaven chose your soul for something spectacular. In this exact hour, something shifts in your physical world. It could be a call, a message, a sudden opportunity, or a burst of intuition that changes your path forever. Stay till the end, because every second you remain in this energy, the bridge between heaven and earth gets stronger. The angels say this is the hour where you finally receive what you once thought was gone forever. Loveless love, less time. All of it begins to return, and when it does, it won't just restore what you had, it will multiply it beyond imagination. My beloved child, the universe is echoing your name in frequencies that break through time. Even in the places you thought were blocked, divine energy is flowing. Don't skip this. Absorb every vibration, every word, because it's shaping the miracle that will appear in your next hour. You might feel warmth on your palms or tingling in your chest. That's the current of divine manifestation flowing through you. Archangel Michael says you are now in direct contact with your destiny. It's not waiting for tomorrow. It's unfolding right now. Before the clock completes its rotation, you'll feel a nudge from the universe. It could be a sense of peace that suddenly floods your heart, or an unexplainable knowing that something has finally clicked into place. That's how you'll know the message worked, the alignment succeeded. Stay till the end. This energy doesn't belong to the past, it belongs to the now. You are the vessel of divine completion, and every heartbeat is synchronizing with your blessing. The angels are watching, smiling, whispering, "It's done." Now, if you can still hear this, you've made it to the most powerful moment. Archangel Michael declares, in this hour, heaven will send a sign you cannot ignore. It could appear as numbers, light, a call, or a message that makes your heart stop for a second in awe. Whatever form it takes, know this. It carries heaven's seal. Don't scroll, don't skip. Stay till the very last moment, because your story is rewriting itself as you listen. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Archangel Michael says, your time is not coming. It has come. The next hour is yours. My beloved child, this moment is sacred. You are no longer just a listener. You are a participant in a divine unfolding. The reason your heart feels heavy yet hopeful right now is because heaven is rearranging your life. Don't skip. Stay till the end. What you're about to discover in the next few moments will explain every delay, every tear, and every twist of fate that once broke your spirit. Archangel Michael stands behind you, his wings brushing through the air like waves of golden fire. He whispers softly, "The hour is begun." These words aren't meant to scare you, they are meant to prepare you. This is your appointed time, the one your soul signed for before you ever came into this world. Within this next hour, something is going to shift so deeply that your very perception of life will never be the same again. The universe moves silently yet powerfully. Behind every still second, there is motion. Behind every silence, there is thunder. Don't scroll, stay here, because what's happening now is aligning every thread of your destiny into a perfect pattern. You've reached a point where heaven no longer asks you to wait, it commands the miracle to move. Archangel Michael says, every spiritual lock that held you back is breaking. You can't see it yet, but the invisible barriers that delayed your progress are shattering like glass. The path that was once blocked by confusion, fear, and resistance is being cleared by divine authority. That's why you may feel a rush of energy right now. It's not anxiety, it's activation. My beloved child, remember this. Heaven never works in silence without purpose. Sometimes, when life has been heavy for a long time, your mind starts searching for meaning in every feeling, every memory, and every small coincidence. It is natural to want reassurance that things are finally shifting in your favor. But real change rarely arrives in dramatic or sudden signals. It tends to unfold quietly, through steady emotional healing, clearer thinking, and gradual improvements in your daily life. You may begin to notice that memories lose some of their emotional charge, or that situations which once felt overwhelming now feel more manageable. That is not a supernatural message. It is your mind and heart processing experiences and slowly releasing what they no longer need to carry. Healing often feels like space opening up inside you, where confusion once lived. When thoughts of the past come up, names, faces, or old emotions, they are not predictions or signs of what is coming next. They are simply reminders of what you have lived through and what you are learning to let go of. Your future is not controlled by those thoughts, and it is not written in sudden messages or external symbols. It is shaped by the choices you make in the present, the boundaries you set, and the way you take care of your emotional well-being. It can be comforting to believe that unseen forces are arranging everything for you, especially during uncertain times. But what truly builds a better future is your own consistency, self-awareness, and willingness to grow through what you have experienced. You are not being guided by signs outside of you. You are gradually becoming more grounded within yourself. And that grounding is what makes the next chapter of your life clearer, calmer, and more stable than the ones before it. The reason you had to open this message now, not earlier or later, is because your energy has finally reached the vibration that can hold your miracle. Heaven doesn't send blessings when you're unready. It waits for your frequency to rise high enough to sustain them. That residential has happened. You're no longer waiting for divine timing. You are the divine timing. Archangel Michael says, when this hour completes, something will click into place so clearly that you'll finally understand why the pain had to happen first. Every rejection, every delay, every closed door, it all serve as divine redirection. You were never being denied, you were being positioned. Don't scroll, stay till the end, because once you hear the next lines, your heart will know that the wait was never wasted. In the spiritual realm, golden light circles around your name. Angels move in pairs carrying symbols of restoration, keys, scrolls, and seals. Each one represents a different aspect of your life being renewed. Love, money, health, peace, destiny. And Archangel Michael oversees every detail like a commander, ensuring nothing is missed. Heaven calls this moment your hour of remembrance. The universe remembers your prayers, your kindness, and your faith. Even when you doubted, you never stopped hoping. That's why the heavens are opening now. They remember you, beloved. Don't skip. Every second matters. Somewhere, a door that's been locked for years is creaking open. The sound is faint, but it's real. As the sound of opportunities returning, of connections reactivating, of abundance flowing again, Archangel Michael places his hand upon your shoulder and says, "Do not fear what's coming next. It's not loss, it's restoration. It's not ending, it's rebirth." Those words ripple across your soul, calming the storms inside you. You are stepping into divine stability after years of emotional earthquakes. You may begin noticing small but powerful confirmations, a message from an old friend, a sudden idea that sparks your spirit, a burst of inspiration that lights up your mind. These are not coincidences. They are the early signs of your next chapter unfolding before your eyes. Heaven is deliberate. Every second of this next hour has been choreographed with angelic precision. The universe has already dispatched helpers, both seen and unseen, to carry out what's been promised to you. Don't scroll away. Stay till the end, because the completion of this energy cycle depends on your full presence. My beloved child, this is your sacred timeline, the one where miracles find you without chasing them, the one where peace comes naturally, the one where love feels safe again. You don't have to force what's divine. You only need to receive. Archangel Michael says, "You have endured enough of waiting. Now is your season of witnessing." The word witnessing means you won't just hear about miracles. You will see them with your own eyes. The things others call unbelievable will happen in your own life, in visible, undeniable ways. The next hour carries vibrations of completion. What was half finished will suddenly find closure. What was delayed will accelerate. What was broken will be made whole. Heaven's schedule is perfect. It may not have arrived when you wanted, but it's arriving when you need it most. Here's an angel whispering your name even as you listen to this. That whisper carries healing frequencies. You may feel tingles, warmth, or even tears. Let them flow. They are signs of release, signs that the old energy is leaving your body for good. Don't skip. The best part hasn't even begun. Archangel Michael is now summoning a wave of divine favor over your next 24 hours. This favor will magnetize things to you effortlessly. Doors will open with a single thought. People will respond with sudden generosity. Answers you've waited years for will finally arrive in peaceful ways. Heaven is watching how you respond in this moment. That's why the message keeps repeating. Stay till the end. Each line carries frequency, and that frequency builds upon the last. By the time you reach the final word, the alignment will be complete. My beloved child, within this hour, you'll experience something small yet profoundly symbolic. It might be a light flicker, a random call, or a gentle breeze at an unexpected moment. When it happens, remember it's not random. It's Archangel Michael's confirmation that your new life has begun. Don't skip. Don't look away. The hour isn't over yet. The divine is still moving, and when it's done, you'll look back at this day, October 18th, and realize it wasn't just another date. It was the moment heaven finally answered your name. My beloved child, the hour is nearly complete, but what's happening right now is just the beginning of a greater awakening. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because the divine has saved the most powerful revelation for last. You are standing at the doorway of your transformation, and Archangel Michael is already stepping through, carrying something in his hand that was created only for you. He walks closer, surrounded by light so bright that it bends the air around him. Sometimes, when you're sitting in an ordinary moment, life feels quieter than it really is. The room around you stays the same, familiar and unchanged, yet something inside you begins to soften and settle at the same time. It's in these quiet pauses that people often reflect on how far they have come. Through challenges, through endings, and through experiences that once felt heavier than they do now. There are moments when life seems to confirm that what you went through wasn't without meaning. Not because everything becomes instantly clear, but because you start to notice your own strength in ways you didn't before. The patience you developed, the resilience you built, and the way you kept going even when things felt uncertain. All of that begins to speak louder than the past itself. Change doesn't usually arrive in dramatic ways. More often, it shows up as a shift in perspective, a calmer mind, or a sense that you are no longer reacting to life in the same way you once did. That quiet inner stability becomes its own kind of progress. And as you move forward, you may find that certain things start aligning differently, conversations, opportunities, or moments of clarity that remind you that life is still unfolding, not as something predetermined in a single instant, but as something that continues to grow with you, shaped by the choices you make and the way you keep showing up for yourself. What matters most is not rushing to interpret everything, but allowing yourself to stay grounded in the present, where real change quietly begins to take root. Opportunities will appear that make no logical sense. It will look like luck, but it's not luck, it's alignment. Heaven has written a new script, and your life is the headline. Archangel Michael stands beside a mirror that doesn't reflect your body. It reflects your destiny. Inside it, he shows you glimpses of what's coming. Doors opening without keys. Messages arriving at midnight. Miracles arriving without prayer. These are signs that the old chapter has closed. Don't skip this part. Every word from here is part of your activation, he whispers. Your abundance is no longer waiting for permission. It's being released now. You may not see money falling from the sky or instant changes, but the invisible current is already rearranging circumstances around you. It's calling back what belongs to you. Opportunities, recognition, peace, and love. They are all returning at once, like waves rushing toward the shore after years of stillness. You'll notice coincidences that make you stop and stare. People will mention your name unexpectedly. Chances will line perfectly, and paths that seemed impossible will unfold with grace. That's not fantasy. It's how divine precision works. The timing is flawless because it's written in heaven's schedule. Archangel Michael says, within the next hour, your confirmation will appear. Stay till the end. The energy in your space is shifting, and this message continues. You may feel a warmth traveling through your body, or your heartbeat might quicken. It's not imagination, it's divine current. The angels are sealing this moment into your energy field so that no force can take it away. You're being marked with light, protected from harm, and guided toward fulfillment. Archangel Michael looks into your eyes and says, "You have carried pain long enough. It's time to exchange it for power." His hand moves over you, and every invisible chain that bound you begins to dissolve. You might even feel lighter now, as if something heavy just lifted from your chest. That's how deliverance feels. Not dramatic, but deep. Don't scroll. Stay till the end because the final phase is about to begin. You'll begin to attract clarity instead of confusion, peace instead of anxiety, and love that feels mutual, not painful. Everything unbalanced is realigning. Every delay that once frustrated you will suddenly make sense. Heaven didn't forget you. It was building the stage for your grand reveal. My beloved child in the higher realm, Archangel Michael stands before a council of light. They watch you with pride, as if watching their own creation finally bloom. One of them speaks saying, "This one endured and did not give up." Another responds, "Then let the gates of manifestation open." At that command, thousands of beams of golden light rush downward surrounding your name. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but you will feel it soon. In your world, this energy translates as sudden breakthroughs, lost money returning, communication from someone you missed, a career shift, a burst of creative inspiration, or peace after years of mental storms. Don't skip. Every second you stay connected strengthens this flow. Archangel Michael places his glowing sword into the ground. The earth trembles not with destruction but with rebirth. He speaks again. I see this hour is complete. That means everything that needed to vent has ended, and everything that must begin is already unfolding. It's done. The angels now gather closer, forming a circle of fire and light around you. They hum softly, and with each vibration the old patterns break further apart. Energy of forgiveness moves through your past, healing moments that still echo in your heart. Even your memories are being rewritten with peace. Don't skip. Stay with me. This is your final alignment. The moment Archangel Michael steps back, he leaves behind a symbol glowing in mid-air, a triangle made of light with your name inscribed inside. It represents balance between body, mind, and spirit. Wherever you go, the symbol follows, ensuring no harm can reach you again. Heaven calls this your hour of proof. Within this hour, the unseen will make itself visible. Some will feel a sudden urge to message you, some will be drawn to help you, and some will confess truths they've hidden for too long. That's divine exposure. It's heaven showing you what's been kept behind closed doors. Don't fear it, embrace it. You are not who you were before this message began. You are elevated. Even the energy in your name has changed. If you were to speak now, your words would carry more power than before, because the angels echo them in every dimension. Archangel Michael says, your voice hath been anointed. Use it to speak life, not fear. You'll find that situations which used to drain you no longer hold any grip. That's freedom. You'll sense peace in places that once gave you anxiety. That's healing. You'll attract what's meant for you without effort. That's divine magnetism. Don't scroll. Stay till the end. Let this energy complete its cycle fully. And now listen carefully, my beloved child. Archangel Michael steps forward one last time. He places his hand on your heart and says, the next time you see the clock strike the top of the hour, say thank you. That's when your miracle will touch the physical world. It could be within minutes from now. That's how close you are. When that moment happens, something will shift. Maybe your phone lights up with unexpected good news, or peace washes over you so completely that you finally understand you're not alone. That's the sign. Something within you may already feel like a shift has begun, even if you can't fully explain it yet. Sometimes life changes don't arrive with loud announcements. They unfold quietly, like a new understanding settling in, or a sense of calm returning after a long period of inner noise. You might notice small but meaningful signs, your thoughts becoming clearer, your emotions feeling less heavy, or a renewed ability to pause and breathe without being overwhelmed. These moments are worth paying attention to, because they often mark the beginning of personal transformation. Rather than something external taking control of your life, it can help to see this as your own inner world reorganizing itself, your hopes, beliefs, and intentions starting to align in a more grounded direction. When that happens, even uncertainty can feel less threatening and more like space for something new to grow. You don't need to force anything or search for dramatic confirmation. Often, real change reveals itself through awareness, noticing how you respond differently, how you recover more quickly from stress, or how you begin to trust your own decisions a little more each day. This is less about waiting for a miracle and more about recognizing your own capacity for renewal. Life tends to move in cycles, and every cycle carries the possibility of a fresh start. If you slow down enough to observe it, you may already see that something is shifting in how you think, feel, and move through your day. The most important step is simply to stay present to it, without pressure, without fear, allowing clarity to grow naturally in its own time. It's echoing through dimensions that were once silent to you. You are being remembered by heaven, not as a forgotten wanderer, but as a chosen light-bearer. Every angel assigned to you is gathering around, each carrying a fragment of what you've been waiting for. The fragments come together like pieces of a golden puzzle: love, purpose, clarity, wealth, peace, and they are forming the complete picture of your destiny. The universe is restoring what you lost, but not in the same form. Everything is coming back stronger, purer, more aligned to who you've become. Archangel Michael stands at the center of this circle and declares, "This one will not be delayed again." These words ripple through time itself, clearing away blockages from your past. The energy of those words flows into every area of your life: relationships, opportunities, health, peace, and breathes new vitality into each. Don't skip. This is the vibration of your rebirth. Right now, in the divine record of time, a new entry is being written with your name in bold light. It reads, "The hour of restoration is complete." Heaven celebrates that declaration. You might not hear the sound, but the energy of that celebration is filling your space. It feels like calm wrapped in warmth, like the first light of morning touching the world after a long storm. The hour is almost over, but don't think of it as ending. Think of it as opening. The ending of this hour marks the beginning of a lifetime of favor. What's happening now is permanent. The energy doesn't fade when this message ends. It stays anchored in your field, drawing blessings to you continuously. Archangel Michael says, "You will notice small miracles first, a message that comes at the right time, a door that opens unexpectedly, a person whose words carry healing." Then he says, "Larger miracles will follow quickly." This is the pattern of divine expansion, and it begins exactly now. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because you're standing in the center of it. Now the clock has completed its circle. The hour that was promised has passed, and everything heaven said would happen has already begun. You are changed. You are favored. You are finally home in your destiny. Archangel Michael's light fades into gold dust, leaving behind a silence filled with peace. And in that silence, heaven whispers just one thing: "It's your time now, my beloved child." Even though the hour has passed in human time, heaven is still unfolding what began when you opened this message. Don't skip. Stay till the end. You are standing in a sacred continuation, an overflow of divine energy that refuses to stop at one miracle. Archangel Michael is still near, his wings spread over you like a shield of living light. The message he carries now isn't just about what will happen next. It's about who you are becoming through it all. The air around you hums softly as his voice fills the unseen space. "They believe it," he says with pride, and belief is the bridge between promise and proof. In that instant, the energy in your surroundings thickens, almost as if the very air knows you've crossed into something irreversible. You are no longer waiting for your turn. You are in motion, walking through doors that are opening before you effortlessly. Every breath you take now echoes through the spiritual realm as a statement of readiness. Archangel Michael begins to walk around you slowly, tracing a glowing circle on the ground with his sword. Sparks rise with each step, creating a field of radiant gold around your name. This circle represents your new boundaries, the divine perimeter that no harm, no jealousy, no dark thought can cross. Something within you may already be shifting in ways that are subtle but meaningful, even if you can't fully explain it yet. Sometimes change doesn't arrive as a dramatic moment. It shows up quietly, through a different way of feeling your own thoughts, a little more space between you and the worries that used to feel overwhelming, or a sense that certain things no longer affect you the same way they once did. You might notice your emotional weight slowly easing, not all at once, but in small layers that make daily life feel a bit lighter and more manageable. That sense of calm isn't something being imposed from outside. It's something emerging from within you, as your mind begins to reorganize itself around clarity rather than fear. Over time, old patterns that once felt automatic can start to lose their grip, and in their place you begin responding with more intention, patience, and awareness. Even your perspective on past experiences may soften, as if you're finally able to see them from a greater distance rather than being pulled back into them. This isn't about becoming a different person overnight. It's about returning to a steadier version of yourself that was always there underneath the noise. As that happens, you may also notice your decisions feeling more aligned, your reactions less reactive, and your sense of direction gradually becoming clearer. What once felt uncertain can begin to feel more open, not because everything is solved, but because you are changing in how you meet life itself. And in that quiet shift, there is a kind of stability forming, one that doesn't need intensity to prove itself, only your willingness to stay present and notice how far you have already come. You are no longer haunted by repetition. Every recurring pattern of delay, heartbreak, or confusion ends here. The hour that began your miracle has completed its work. What follows now is the season of results. Even now, in this very second, divine agents are moving on your behalf. They are whispering your name into conversations that could change your entire future. They are placing your image in the thoughts of people who will soon extend favor, opportunity, or kindness. You don't have to chase what's already on its way. Don't skip. Let the energy of trust flow through you. This is the vibration of divine needs. My beloved child, Archangel Michael steps closer again, his eyes filled with both power and compassion. You have no idea, he says softly, how much light you carry now. The glow around you is not symbolic, it's literal in the spiritual realm. Angels can see it. Energy responds to it. Doors open because of it. It is the light of completion, the mark of divine approval. Every being of darkness recognizes it and knows they cannot cross you anymore. You might begin to notice synchronicities growing stronger, songs playing at just the right moment, numbers repeating, sudden thoughts that feel like whispers of guidance. Pay attention. Each one is a message coated with precision guiding you step by step through your new reality. Archangel Michael calls this the rhythm of destiny, the dance between heavens, timing, and your free will. There is one truth he wants you to hold close. Your breakthrough didn't arrive because of luck. It arrived because of endurance. Every tear was counted. Every prayer, even the silent ones, was stored in heaven's archive. And when the scale finally tipped in your favor, everything that was once withheld came rushing forward at once. This overflow will not stop. Don't skip. The best part is still unfolding. In this next phase, the world around you will start to reflect the change within. People who once misunderstood you will suddenly speak differently. Situations that once resisted your progress will now cooperate effortlessly. Money will flow from abstracted directions. Emotional connections will deepen in ways that heal the parts of you that once doubted love. This is imagination. It's divine physics. What you emit now is love, and love attracts every blessing that belongs to you. Archangel Michael spreads his wings wide, and with a single motion, golden feathers scatter through the realm of your timeline. Each feather lands on a day of your future, marking it with favor. He smiles and says, "From this day forward, they will wake up under open heaven." You'll notice it in small ways first. A lighter mood, quicker progress, fewer worries, but soon it will be undeniable. Heaven's consistency is about to surprise you. Heaven doesn't bless halfway. When it begins, it multiplies. That's why this hour will ripple into weeks, then months, then years of alignment. Archangel Michael says, what started in this moment will echo for a lifetime. You are stepping into an era of divine rhythm, where every step you take aligns perfectly with destiny's song. Don't scroll. Stay till the end. The power is still flowing. The light around you begins to pulse rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. It's the signature of heaven's energy within your field. You can feel it syncing with your breath, your thoughts, your emotions. Everything within you and around you is now working in agreement. Even the resistance you once faced now bends to support your growth. That's how divine balance works. Everything serves you once you step into awareness. Archangel Michael looks toward the horizon of your life, and his expression changes from fierce to tender. They will finally rest. He says they will no longer fight battles that aren't theirs. That's the greatest gift of all. Freedom from invisible wars. From now on, you will feel protected not only from the world, but from your own self-doubt. Your heart will not betray you anymore. It will guide you faithfully. You may find yourself smiling for no reason, laughing again, or feeling calm in places that once made you anxious. That's evidence that healing has become your new normal. You are being recalibrated to joy. Archangel Michael's presence amplifies it further, ensuring that joy multiplies wherever you go. Don't skip this feeling. Absorb it completely. This is what divine peace feels like when it finally finds its home in you. My beloved child, you are no longer in waiting mode. You are in receiving mode. The angels are handing over keys, metaphorical and real, that unlock blessings in every area of your life. Doors that were never meant to be opened before are now accessible because your frequency matches them. Everything that once felt distant now feels reachable. Everything that once felt impossible now feels certain. There are moments when something shifts inside a person that feels less like a sudden event and more like a quiet turning of the page. You may not always notice it in real time, but over days and weeks, you begin to see that you respond differently to life than you used to. Things that once felt overwhelming start to feel more manageable, and spaces that once felt heavy begin to feel a little lighter. Growth often doesn't announce itself. It shows up in how you carry yourself, in the way you pause before reacting, and in the quiet confidence that builds when you realize you have already survived things you once thought you couldn't. That kind of inner change is steady, not rushed. It comes from experience, reflection, and the simple act of continuing forward even when clarity wasn't fully there. As people move through different phases of life, they often begin to recognize what no longer fits them, not out of rejection, but out of understanding. Old patterns soften, new perspectives form, and a deeper sense of self-awareness starts to take root. This is less about becoming someone new and more about returning to a more grounded version of yourself. And as you continue forward, life tends to feel less like something that is pushing you around and more like something you are learning to move with. Not everything becomes perfect or instantly resolved, but there is often a growing sense of balance, a quiet reminder that change is still unfolding and that you are still becoming. And now they are awake. You are awake, beloved, awake to love, to peace, to destiny. The hour may have passed, but its blessing will never end. My beloved child, this is the moment heaven has been leading you toward from the very first word. Don't skip, stay till the end. You've walked through light, through mystery, through revelation, and now you stand in the place where everything aligns, the conclusion of your divine hour. Archangel Michael is here again, brighter than ever. His wings expanded across dimensions, filling your space with a glow so strong that every shadow vanishes. The hour has ended, but the transformation has only just begun. The sound of silence around you is not emptiness. It's the universe holding its breath, watching the birth of your new reality. You have crossed a threshold. The energy that once waited at the edge of your destiny has now poured into your life completely. Archangel Michael's voice trembles with joy as he says, "They made it through the fire without losing their light." Those words travel deep into your spirit, echoing through every layer of your being. Heaven's gatekeepers step aside. The path before you is clear. It shimmers like gold dust suspended in air. Everything that was once difficult now feels possible. Everything that once drained you now begins to serve your purpose. You are walking into an era where divine timing bends in your favor. Yawn scroll. This is your final moment of sealing. What happens now becomes eternal truth. Archangel Michael walks closer, holding a crystal sphere in his hands. Inside it swirls a glowing image of your life, the past, the present, and the luminous future now unfolding. He raises the sphere and says, "It's done." What they asked for had been heard, and heaven has responded in full. He lowers it gently until it hovers. Before your chest, the light from it enters you softly, and with that, your entire timeline merges with the divine blueprint. You may feel a sudden stillness like the air just paused to honor you. That's because everything that was waiting in suspension, every prayer, every hope, every vision, is now synchronized. There's no more delay, no more resistance, no more wondering when your time will come. It is now. The universe is in agreement, and that agreement cannot be broken. Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart. Do you feel that rhythm? He says that's the sound of heaven inside you. The pulse you feel is not only your heartbeat, it's the divine energy echoing in harmony with your spirit. You become one with the frequency of miracles. That means everything you touch from this moment forward carries light. Every word you speak carries power. Every step you take carries purpose. My beloved child, in the higher realm, a light explodes across the horizon, the sign that your spiritual contract has reached fulfillment. Angels gather like 1,000 suns around that light, singing in frequencies that can't be heard with the human ear, but can be felt deep within your chest. Your song is about you, your endurance, your faith, your courage to stay even when silence felt endless. There are moments in life when, instead of feeling defined by everything you've been through, you begin to recognize how much strength it actually took to keep going, not because everything was easy, but because you continued even when things felt uncertain or heavy. That kind of persistence slowly shapes a deeper inner stability, one that isn't dependent on constant reassurance or perfect circumstances. Over time, you may notice that the thoughts which once pulled you into fear or doubt begin to lose some of their intensity. Situations that used to feel overwhelming can start to feel more manageable, not because they disappear, but because your perspective on them has changed. This shift is often quiet. It shows up in how you respond rather than react, in how you pause before accepting the worst-case story, and in how you begin to trust your own ability to handle what comes next. There's a growing sense of space within you, space to breathe, to think more clearly, and to let go of what no longer serves your peace of mind. Old emotional patterns may still surface at times, but they don't define you in the same way they once did. Instead, there is a gradual return to clarity, a reminder that you are not only shaped by what you have survived, but also by how you have grown through it. With that awareness comes a quieter kind of confidence, one that doesn't need to be loud or dramatic to be real. It simply exists, steady and present, helping you move forward with more understanding, more balance, and a deeper sense of inner alignment with who you are becoming. At the top stands Archangel Michael, holding a scroll sealed with your name. He opens it, and the words glow so bright that the entire realm shines. It reads, "The hour has passed, and the promise has begun." He turns toward you, his expression soft but powerful. "Walk forward," he commands, not in fear, but in confidence. The universe now recognizes you as an awakened one. You step onto the first stair, and instantly everything heavy falls away. Old memories, doubts, regrets, fears, they dissolve into mist behind you. Each step you take upward feels lighter, freer, wholer. When you reach the final step, Archangel Michael extends his hand and lifts you into a stream of golden wind. It swirls around you, filling your lungs with peace. In that light, you see glimpses of what's ahead, faces smiling, doors opening, laughter returning, dreams blooming, abundance flowing. You realize the future you once prayed for isn't ahead, It's already surrounding you. Archangel Michael lowers his voice. This, he says, is what happens when a soul finally believes the divine timing is real. He takes his sword and touches it lightly to your shoulders. The touch burns with sweetness, a mix of fire and grace. From this day, he continues, you are marked not by what you endured, but by what you became. You have become peace. You have become proof. You have become light in motion. Every cell in your body remembers it now. You wake tomorrow feeling a quiet strength that doesn't fade. You'll notice coincidences that aren't coincidences at all. Each one a reminder that heaven keeps its promises. The angels around you form a circle once more, raising their hands to bless your path. You feel a surge of warmth flow from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. It's divine empowerment, the energy of purpose anchoring into your human form. From now on, your presence alone will shift grooms, calm storms, and heal hearts. You don't have to try, you simply are. Don't skip, stay till the end. The energy is being sealed, completely. The light begins to fade into a calm golden glow. The staircase dissolves, and you find yourself back in the stillness of your world. But something is unmistakably different. The space around you feels sacred. The air feels alive. The same world you saw an hour ago now feels brand new. That's because heaven has written the atmosphere of your life. You're no longer the one searching for miracles. You are the miracle. Archangel Michael's voice returns one last time. Gentle but firm. Tell them this, he says. When they feel doubt again, remind them of this hour. There are moments in life that feel like a quiet turning point, when something inside you shifts in a way you can't fully explain. It's as if a heavy weight you didn't even realize you were carrying begins to loosen, and for the first time in a long while, you can breathe a little deeper. The thoughts that once made you doubt yourself don't feel as loud anymore, and the fears that used to follow you around start to lose their grip. Instead, there is a gentle sense of clarity, like stepping out of a long shadow and noticing light in places you had forgotten to look. You begin to see your own journey differently, not as something defined by what hurt you, but by how far you've come despite it. Even ordinary moments start to feel a bit more meaningful, like small reminders that change often begins quietly within. There is no need for dramatic endings or sudden transformations for something real to take shape. Sometimes it is simply about recognizing that you are still here, still moving forward, still capable of rebuilding and growing. And in that recognition, a kind of peace starts to settle in, not because everything is perfect, but because you are learning to meet life with a steadier heart. Over time, that inner steadiness becomes its own kind of strength, shaping how you see the world and how you carry yourself through it.